What's going on, bro? I'm not here to sell you a BS course, some random PDF guide, or tell you to sell one-to-one spider hoodies. I'm just gonna break down how regular people like me, I'm only 18, I make $50,000 a month reselling sneakers, but I'm gonna break down how regular people just like you watching this video, whether you're in high school, you're in middle school, you're in college, you have a full-time job, you have kids, etc., are making 10,000 plus profit every single month reselling shoes, random accessories, and clothing items. It's no magic. There's no excuses. There's no bullshit here. I have nothing to sell you at the end of the day, or I wouldn't be giving this out for free. If you're serious, I'm going to go exactly into how this business actually works and how people are printing. So reselling sneakers isn't about waiting in line for one rare pair to hit the retail drop or to fucking stand in line in front of Supreme. It used to be like that. You could buy something for $300 and sell for $1,000 pretty easily, but shit like that isn't really around anymore. It doesn't really work like that. It's about buying bulk, moving high volume, and keeping your margins pretty consistent. You're not gambling, you're running a business at the end of the day. And this is really like what a lot of people don't understand is that it's a business. If you make it a business, if it's a side hustle, it's a side hustle. Keep on treating it like a side hustle. You're gonna keep on making side hustle money. If you treat it like a business, you put your all into it, you're going to make real business money and you're actually going to, kind of be an entrepreneur in some way, shape, or form. But just to jump straight into it, the core business models, reselling sneakers, like I said, isn't about waiting in line. The three things that really matter, the three biggest pillars are supply, demand, and margins. I'm going to go very in depth really fast what those are. Supply, finding shoes in volume. You can't really do that with retail flips unless you're going to outlets, and you need suppliers and you need to buy off other resellers. Guys, if I'm being completely honest with you, 90% of the inventory that I buy is coming from other resellers. The other 10%, maybe some are retail, maybe buying a random collection every now and then again, but pretty much all the product that I get is coming from other wholesale distributors and other resellers within this industry. Demand. You need to have people who have demand and want the products that you're buying, whether that's a sneaker store, buyers on Instagram, bulk buyers, marketplaces, etc. If you can't even sell the product, you won't make fucking money. If you don't have demand, you're simply not going to make money in the nicest way possible. And margins, honestly, my average margin is $10 a pair, but I've sold over 31,000 pairs this fucking year. So really put that into perspective and break that down for a second. If you're selling 31,000 pairs and you're making $10 a pair, it's over $300,000 profit just off of selling shoes this year alone, and we're only in September. I really aim for like $5 to $25 per pair. Like I said, my average margin being $10 per pair. If you guys can make $10 a pair and you can sell fucking 33 pairs a day, and you do that every single day for a whole entire month, you will make 10K in a month. Simple math, 33 times 10, 330, 330 times 30, it's like 999 or whatever, but it comes out to 10K. So the 10K month math, just like I kind of went into it a little bit, but I'm gonna kind of walk you through the numbers and show you why it feels so fucking real, bro. Say you're clearing $20 profit per pair. To hit 10K a month, bro, it's 500 pairs. It's really not fucking hard to get that many pairs at the end of the day. It doesn't sound small, but if you're buying 10 to 20 pairs a time, every single day, you're buying 20 pairs every single day and moving them weekly, it stacks up really fucking fast, bro. And just to put it this way, if you make $30 a pair, you only have to sell 334 pairs to make 10K. $50 a pair, you only have to sell 200 pairs. Obviously, these margins are a little bit unrealistic and they're quite a bit compared to my average margins, but volume and consistency will take you so unbelievably far rather than just gambling on pairs over and over and over. And how do you actually even do this in the first place? Our goal is to start with cash flow. If you don't have liquidity, you don't have liquid money, you don't have people who are going to be able to provide you liquid money, then to be honest, bro, you probably won't make it very fucking far if you don't have any liquidity. You need to really get into wholesale and do it properly from the start. You really need like a cool $5,000 liquid. And that's just me being completely honest with you and not lying and keeping it very real with you. If you have less, it's doable, but you're gonna have to prioritize quick flips a little bit more. And I'm gonna go a little bit off topic for the people who do have less than 5K that are watching my videos. Bro, you need to be moving everything that you're getting in hand within like fucking 2 days. everything that you should be getting in hand, it needs to be turned over and sold so unbelievably fast because you have such little amount of money that the only thing that matters for you is building cash flow and turning that shit over so unbelievably fast. If you can't master the game of cash flow and you can't turn your shit over like so fucking fast, then you're fucked. Like, you're just gonna stay stagnant with that same amount of money and you aren't gonna go anywhere. But if you do have 5 to 10K plus liquid, you're in a really good position because you can start buying pairs in bulk. But the second key pillar for this specific topic is you need to find reliable supply. Whether you're buying from outlets, retailers, like I said before, you're doing online arbitrage, or you're buying from bulk suppliers, you need to find somebody. You need to build a relationship with somebody, build a connection with somebody in some way, shape, or form, or some retailer, or somewhere where you can build a consistent loop. Because what really helped me start making money in this entrepreneur world, in this reseller world, is I got connected with an employee. I'm not going to say where, but I got connected with an employee at some sort of retailer, and I was pretty much buying pairs for $50 and selling them for $150. I made $20K doing that in 30 days, November last year. I'm posting this video in September, so obviously that was like almost, like fucking 11 months ago, which is pretty crazy. But my point is that once you find that one loop, and obviously my loop was pretty unordinary, it's pretty crazy. Once you find that one loop, you need to run it to the fucking ground, and you need to take advantage of it, and you need to loop off of it over and over and over and over and over and make as much money as humanly possible off of that shit. And then that opens your eyes to what's really possible and what's not possible. And the fact that like you can actually do that shit and make money off of that shit. Find a loop, run it up, open your eyes, build social proof with that loop, and then keep the ball rolling after that. And actually selling where there's demand, where the buyers are. Instagram lists are really good. Discord networking groups, sneaker stores, marketplaces, eBay, Goat, StockX. These are all good places to keep shit moving. The goal is to have everything turned over within 30 days if you have money. Everything should be in and out of your warehouse, in and out of your house, whatever, your inventory within 30 days. And if you guys can't get it out within 30 days, you probably shouldn't have bought it in the first place, and you should be taking a loss on it or breaking even. Keep the ball rolling. Just fucking get rid of it. Build a buyer list. You're going to want to DM bulk buyers, connect with sneaker stores, and nurture the repeat clients. Anybody who, you should be doing outreach, by the way. If you guys aren't outreaching every single day, you're absolutely fucking stupid, and you're probably a bot, to be completely honest with you. If you are a sneaker reseller and you want to make money off of this shit, you need to be outreaching every single day, bro. You need to be sending messages until Instagram literally blocks you. And what I've started to realize is once you send, let's say you send 500 messages in a day, just a hypothetical, probably not going to send that many. I know people who do send that many. But let's say you send 500 in a day, and out of those 500, 50 people or 100 people actually see your message. So 100 people see the message. 50 of them interact, whether they like or they reply. So you have 50 engaged people, 100 people who saw it. So you have 10% of people who actually engaged with your message. Let's say fucking 10% of those 50 people, 5 people actually offer on your shit, try to lock in a deal with you, and one of them closes. Out of those 500 people, one person closes the deal and actually buys from you or sells to you or whatever you're looking for. Out of those 100 people that saw your message, boom, put them in a list to follow up with them. Potential buyer, they entertained your DM. Boom. 50 out of the 50 people who didn't, or 45 people or whatever, who didn't actually, buy anything, but they responded. Boom. Interested buyer, ask them what they're looking for, put them in a list, and so on and so forth. You should have lists and sections for every single section of every single person that you're interacting with, so that way you can use it to your advantage later. You will win if you build data. And that goes into the next thing that I'm about to talk to is track everything. You need to be knowing what you're paying per pair, your profit per pair, the amount of pairs you're selling, and you're going to want to keep reinvesting from there. You need to know every single little individual metric of your entire business. Like these pens right here, for example, this is a business expense. Cost me like fucking $15 for all these pens right here, all these structure pens. Right off, business expense. I know my numbers off the top of my head because I keep track of it every single day, and I reiterate it to myself every single day. I mean, right here on my notebook, my to-do list, I have right here, where is it? CPA/bookkeeper. I need to reach out to my CPA and bookkeeper tomorrow for my to-do list for the 29th, and I have some stuff that I want to talk to them about everything. If you're not tracking everything, you don't even know how much you're making. It's not a business, it's a side hustle. If you want to make side hustle money, cool, keep on making side hustle money. If you want to treat it like a business and you want to make real business money, track everything. But the reason why most people fail is there's 4 key reasons that I actually see is they chase hype pairs instead of actually chasing steady, consistent movers. They quit when they can't find pairs for a week. They give up after a week or two. They don't build buyer relationships, so they're stuck in the same loop of selling on StockX and not finding profitable inventory because they don't have good social proof, and they overspend on their lifestyle instead of reinvesting in their inventory. These are pretty self-explanatory. If you're chasing hype pairs, just fucking, you shouldn't even be in the game, to be completely honest with you. It's dead. It's absolutely dead. If you're quitting after a week or two, like I said, business isn't for you. You should quit. They don't build buyer relationships. This is one of the biggest things that I see is you're not building a relationship with somebody to use to your advantage and have a relationship with them later down the line. You're setting yourself up for failure, and you're never going to make any real money, and you're just going to be stuck selling to StockX and Alias. People overspending on their lifestyle is kind of a different topic. Learn to manage your money, bro. You should know exactly how much you have in every single aspect of your life and keep very, very good track of it. But just before we hop off, reselling sneakers to 10K a month isn't a guru fairy tale. It's just buying and selling at scale and doing it consistently enough to make money. If you sell 333 pairs a month and you make $10 a pair, or no, if you sell 999 pairs a month and you make $10 a pair, which is 33 a day, boom, made 10K. There's no shortcuts. It's just a lot of discipline. If you focus on supply, build buyers, build good relationships with suppliers that you can use to your advantage later, and you reinvest everything you have, you're gonna print, bro. And I mean that in the most nice way possible. But if you guys have any questions, you guys want to learn more how I make $50,000 a month, just watch my YouTube or reach out to my Instagram at Braydenresellss, and I will help you personally. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.